as far as I could tell, this obscure passage in was from Deuteronomy 14:21. You shall not boil a kid in its mother's milk. I haven't seen any New Testament application to that passage yet in any of my travels, and the reason I wanted to make this video is because I had a friend who was taking a religion class at Harvard, and the professor there said this, that he does not know of any Christian interpretation of that passage or New Testament application. So I figured I would offer one based on the Apostle Paul's hermeneutic and his exegesis practice, knowing the biblical language and what the symbols mean and how they're applied to New Testament principles or Christian principles. We can start with the command about do not muzzle an ox when it's treading out the grain. And Paul told us that the application there is if you have a preacher or a minister or a prophet or somebody who's contributing to the body of believers, then they're entitled to take donations for their contribution, so that they can support themselves and continue to contribute. In light of that, don't boil a kid in its mother's milk would mean that you should not harass the church with the Old Testament law keeping, or in other words, to put it in one word, Judaize. You shall not Judaize. And that's what that passage. That would be a New Testament application of that passage. I believe that's and it turned into all kinds of dietary laws and stuff like that, where I think that if you understand the spiritual language of the Bible, and then it makes sense that's the mother's milk, of course, be the Word of God, and the kid would be, in this case, the church, and you should not harass the church with keeping the law. And I think that's I want to just put this up on the internet so that there will be some kind of a reference to a New Testament application of this passage, just for the sake of world debate, I suppose you want to call it that. So I hope that's helpful to somebody out there.